Alright, so welcome back to another subreddit video where today we are reading r/Tales from Retail. Now, as a retail worker myself, I can relate to this on some levels. So let's begin, shall we? The first story we have is "The back of the line is that way, lady." This story is partly an introduction. This story is partly an interaction and partly overheard. I hope it makes sense. Once more, we are back in the department store. This time, I was on the book section. That day was the first day after the release of the latest Harry Potter book, Order of the Phoenix, if my memory serves correctly. Now, quick explanation. We had opened up pre-orders for this book for a while before it came out, and we are only getting enough books to fill these pre-orders. We had told any customer who had inquired about the book that we were only taking pre-orders, and no, we didn't know when we would have them in stock just to put them on the shelves. So if they wanted to order it now. Now, back to that day. As soon as we opened, people made a beeline for our department, and very quickly, we had a very long queue. The pre-order book was ready one side, and we were trying to get through the people in the line as quickly as possible. All you had to do was give a name and hand over the pre-order receipt we had given them at their order time. There were, of course, people who had lost or forgotten their receipt, but sorted these as quickly as possible by using the name they had the order under. Then this lady comes swanning into the department. The reason I remember this lady so clearly is because you could smell her perfume before her. It was strong and floral, and my body's first reaction was to sneeze. Anyway, she sees the blue eyes and comes walking towards the register counter and tries to squeeze into the line. A man in the queue eyes her with disgust, points over his shoulder and says in a firm voice, "Lady, the back of the line is that way." A few people snicker. The lady shoots him a dagger glare and tries to get into the line again, and once more she is told, "The back of the line is that way." I am not joking about the emphasis on those 3 words. She huffed and started to walk down the line and kept attempting to get in the queue, but no one would let her. She would get glares from everyone in the line, and sure enough, she had to join the queue at the end. I thought it was all over. Well, I'm right here to tell you it's not over. Then when she eventually reached the counter, she huffs out, "That queue was far too long and went so slowly." I smiled at her. "I'm so sorry, madam. The new Harry Potter book came out last night and many people are coming in today to get their books. We have been working hard to get through everyone as quickly as possible. So how can I help you today?" "I know the Harry Potter book came out today. That's why I'm here." She said this like I was somehow extremely stupid. "Oh, do you have a pre-order receipt?" I asked, trying to stay cheerful while already disliking this lady. "Ugh, no," is my response. "Oh, well, that's okay. If you tell me your name that you use for the pre-order, then we will be able to get your book for you," I tell her, grabbing the order book. "What are you talking about? I just want a book. I can see you have a whole pile back there," she says to me, pointing at the box we had behind the counter holding the pre-ordered books. Instantly, my heart drops and I think, oh no, this is not going to be good. "I'm sorry, madam, those are all pre-order. I cannot give them to you or anyone but those who order them." "But I need the book now. Just give me one," she demands, holding her hand out to me and moving her fingers and in a give me motion. "Madam, I just explained those are for pre-order," I explain again. "You must have the others," I shake my head at her. "Sorry, madam, we only have pre-orders." "You don't have more books? What kind of book department is this? How can you not have enough for all your customers? The lady asks in an unimpressive, sarcastic voice. I do my best to stay calm and move into my usual way of dealing with these kind of customers. Be so polite and helpful that they give up and can't complain to anyone about me. Because they can't really complain about someone being overly helpful and polite. Madam, this is the latest Harry Potter book. There is a shortage all over the place. We were only able to get enough for our pre-order and have no spares. You can try the other bookshop in town. They might have some, but I can't say for certain. No, I already went there. They sent me here I want the book, she said, stamping her foot like a toddler. I'm sorry, madam, but as I told you, we have none to spare. I can order you one now if you'd like. I offered, trying to hopefully get a future sale and get rid of this lady. I want it now. She started stamping her foot again. But we don't have any you can have. I can order one and it'll take about a week. A week! A week! She screeched like a deranged seagull. Yes, madam, a week. As I previously said, there is a shortage. I'm afraid we can't only get these books in pre-order, and I'm afraid we don't have or know when we will have any for general sale. I tell her, trying to keep a hold of my sanity. By this point, there are a lot of people muttering in the queue about her. I figured was because they want their books, and as this counter only had 2 tills, and 2 servers of which I was one, she is really slowing these down for them all. A shortage! I don't believe that. You have the whole box right there, she says, pointing her finger at the box victoriously. Madam, those are for those who pre-order the books. I tell her once more, starting to feel like a stuck record. I can see at the moment a light bulb goes off in her head as she has her bright idea. I swallow a groan and think to myself, oh no. Sure enough, I was right to think this as she says, well, just give me one and tell someone else you didn't get enough in. My brain skipped in a record scratch moment. While I literally go, what? My brain rebooted and I somehow managed to say, Madam, can't do that. Yes, you can, and I am here. They are not. She insists. No, madam, I cannot do that. You can order one now yourself and come back for it in a week, or you can leave and try elsewhere. I'm afraid I can't help you any further than I have, I say as politely as possible. She opened and closed her mouth a few times, and she searched for something to say to me to make me give her the book. After a few moments, the lady huffed in frustration and then stalked off into the store, never to be seen again. Oh my gosh, I think I had a few of these customers at work too. I'm not going to go into detail, but I've had a few of these customers at work too in the duration that I've been working for the gas station. This is so relatable on so many levels, oh my god. My coworker can be nuts sometimes. I've done posts on this coworker before. I'll leave links to those stories below. I'll have to check them out. She isn't quite a Karen, but she gets stressed, annoyed, or any of those things. The less interaction you have with her, the better. She can go crazy over some small things and figured I'd post about it. I'll name her Karen to make things easier. The story happened this week. I'm the only one where I work that holds one of the higher driver's license. So often I'm driving to my boss's other store to get inventory, etc. One day I was told to drive to the other store to get some stock. That day we had only one delivery lined up. It was 2 pieces of trim going into a town 20 minutes the opposite way I was going. While I was gone, my coworker Mike was taking care of something when Karen came out in a panic, asking if those pieces of trim went out yet. Mike told her no, and she immediately asked in a huff, "Well, where is OP?" Mike informed her that I was driving to the other store to get the inventory, and to try to get her to calm down, he asked, "Is the customer in a hurry for this trim?" She calms down a bit and says, "Well, no. They don't need it until the end of the week." Mike told her it's not worth the time and the gas money driving over 20 minutes for 2 pieces of trim, especially if there's no rush. That's when OP comes back. He may have more stuff needing to go to that town, so it's best to wait and try to build up the orders to make the trip more worth it. He said. Karen then seemed to give up and then walked away. This next story happened over a year ago. For 1 whole week, I was the only delivery driver due to the one gone on vacation, and the other one recently being fired. So for a whole week, I was doing deliveries non-stop. So maybe in the middle of the week, Karen made the order and promised the customer he would get it that day. One of the other staff members named Stacy in the store told her, "OP is already swamped with deliveries today. He's not going to have a chance to do them." Karen snapped back and said, "Well, where's Tom?" Stacy said, "Tom is on vacation since Friday, and he won't be back until next week." Karen can be very oblivious to when staff members are away or anything like that. Several times she would ask me about a certain delivery the day before about some sort of issue, and I'd tell her I wasn't in that day. This sent Karen into a wild frenzy, and she goes, "Well, call up Tom to come in. I need him to do this delivery." Stacy replied, "No, I'm not calling Tom on his vacation to do a delivery. That is both illegal and inconsiderate. You'll have to just call your customer and arrange something else." Karen wasn't too happy about that. These next ones are just a little short tales. There are times I just walk into the store to clock in and to start my shift, and before I even had the chance to punch in, she's asking me where I'm going for deliveries, and I tell her. I just arrived. I hadn't looked at today's orders yet. Usually a yard guy arrives before me and takes the orders out with him, which she knows. Another time she put the wrong item in a truck for us to deliver, and when it was found out, she yelled at us like it was our fault and said, "Get your ass in the truck and go and pick it up." One of my co-workers didn't like how she talked to us and confronted her in the store and said, "We followed your instructions. Don't get mad at us for something that was your fault." Karen replied, "Well, I'm really stressed," he said. "Still, that's no excuse for yelling at us and talking to us like you did." Hope you enjoyed, and I'll post more, because there will always be more with this Karen. Here are the other stories. I'll have to check these out in another video. Alright. By the way, guys, my dog is sleeping, so if you hear some snoring, that's him. Alright, third story. TSA destroyed my shoes. I just remembered this story today, but it happened about 8 years ago, about 2013. I was managing a popular shoe store in an outlet mall. This happened during a pretty slow time of the year, so I had scheduled myself to close alone. Customers are mainly coming into the store one at a time. At the point in the evening, this particular gentleman walked in. I'll call him CG for Crazy Guy. I welcomed CG into the store and asked the generic, "What can I help you find today?" questions. I need a new pair of shoes. Those blanks at the airport destroyed mine. Wow, that's crazy. They get caught in the x-ray belt or something? No, they did it right in front of me with a knife. I just need a pair for work right now. I helped him find his size and got him set up with a few pairs to try on. He's being a bit picky for someone who just needs a pair to get him while he's traveling. But it's not like I didn't have time to give him individual attention. He finally picks out one of the pairs I had brought for him and he asks the price. This pair is $69.95. Of course you showed me the most expensive one in the store, you butthole. I'm stunned. Excuse me? I'm just joking. I'll take him. We do have a second pair for a $10 promo right now if you'd like any of those other ones as well. You fucker! Dude, I'm required to let you know about the promo. You don't need to take it. I'm just kidding. I only want that one. I carry his shoes to the register and ask if he needs socks. I'll burn this place down. Did I say something to upset you? Man, no one has a sense of humor anymore. So this whole thing about TSA cutting up your shoes, did you make that joke about a bomb? Like I said, no one makes a sense of humor anymore. I just processed his transaction and off he went. This guy just couldn't stop trying to insult or scare people. You'd think he learned his lesson in the airport. Nope, he's an idiot. He's just an idiot, OP. Don't worry about it. I've had to deal with customers like that before. Honestly, most of my customers are fine. Even in my afternoon shift, but my morning shift, some customers are just complete assholes, I swear. Anyway, enough talk. Time for the last story of the night. I work here, not you. So, I work in what could be described as a discount/variety/department store. We sell a range of things at relatively low prices, including various kitchen appliances. During this particular interaction, I was on the floor and I took a PA call for our customer assistance to the appliances section. Here we have a top shelf with each appliance unpacked and a lower shelf with the box stock. Customer, do you have the box for this display air fryer? I want to see how it works. I'm not sure. I'll have a look for you. I begin looking at all the boxes on the shelf to check the display is the last one, and also that the box isn't there. It's the last one. The box is back. I can see that. I'm just checking. I'll go look out the back for you. She was rude from the get-go, weirdly demanding tone, and seemed super impatient. So I head out the back of our stockroom. It's a mess out there, and I can't see the box where it should be with the others. I go ask our shift runner, who was on break, sorry Jordy, if she knows. She says it should be with the others, and decides to call her assistant manager on her day off, sorry Donna, who finally says if it's not there then it got thrown out. Great! I head back out to the floor. So I had a look, it's not out there and lightly got thrown out. Sorry. We can sell it to you, potentially at a discounted price. Well, I need to see the instructions. It's definitely out there. At this point, I was already annoyed by the bunch of frustrating things about a stupid store. So I may have forgotten my real coworker etiquette. No, I work here. I looked. It's not there. I'll get the manager to sort this out for you. I storm up to the register to do a PA call for our shift runner. At this point, she takes over and basically goes through the exact same saga as I just did. Now I'm just standing behind the lady while she and her friends talk about the shift runner. But if I don't have a box, if I don't have the box, how will I have my warranty? You have a 12-month warranty on any product purchased from our store. As long as you have the receipt, we'll honor the warranty. Excuse me, but if you want to talk to me, you can apologize for how you spoke to me earlier. No. And that I walked back to the register to take an assistance call from the cashier. The lady did not buy an air fryer, but apparently came back about a week later to return the different one her daughter gave her for Christmas. I have also gotten wind that apparently someone wants to file a formal complaint against me. I'm not worried. I have a fantastic track record, and the shift runner says she'll back me up. She actually thought it was quite amusing and couldn't believe I had the balls. Maybe I'm too stubborn for customer service. Edit, I just sold that air fryer on 15% discount to a nice couple who said they just Googled the instructions. Yeah, that's what you do. You Google the instructions. Anyway, you guys, before I get any later, I'm going to sign off for today's video. If you guys liked it, click or tap that like button and subscribe for more, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications as well to get notified for every single video I upload. We are currently on the road to 500 subscribers. So go ahead and share it to your friends, classmates, whatever, co-workers even those who work for retail. Yeah, that's about it. And also don't forget to join the Discord server, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you all to death, and don't forget to stay positive to the pride land. Good night.